Well, welcome back to the channel. It is finally Friday. It's been just one of those weeks. It's been just dragging on. Super busy with the year-end closeout and everything, and exhausted. I am glad it is Friday. So, we'll just keep going with the U.S. Constitution. And we are on Article 3, Section 2. Looks like a pretty big one today, so hang on for the ride. Let's go and see what the Constitution says in Article 3, Section 2. More about the judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity raised under this Constitution, the laws of the United States, and treaties made or which shall be made under their authority, to all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, to all cases of admiralty and maritime justice, to controversies to which the United States shall be a party, the controversies between two or more states, between a state and the citizens of another state, between the citizens of different states, between citizens of the same state claiming lands under grants of different states, and between a state or the citizen thereof and foreign states, citizens or subjects. So, Article 3, Section 2, Subsection 2, in all cases affecting ambassadors, other prime ministers, and consuls, and in those in which a state shall be a party, the Supreme Court shall have original jurisdiction. In all other cases before mentioned, the Supreme Court shall have appellate jurisdiction, both as to the law and the fact, with such exceptions and under such regulations as the Congress shall make. Article 3, Section 2, Subsection 3, the trial of all criminals, except in cases of impeachment, shall be by jury, and such trial shall be held in the state where the said crime shall have been committed. But when not committed within a state, the trial shall be at such place or places as the Congress may by law have directed. So that is Article 3, Section 2. Let's see what he annotated. The jurisdictional power shall extend to all cases in law and equity raising this Constitution, the laws of the United States, and all treaties. Federal judges adjudicate federal law to all cases affecting ambassadors, other public prime ministers, and consuls, to all cases of admiralty and maritime jurisdiction. In short, all cases with international implications or involving federal offices. To converse, federal judges are referees when controversy cross state and international lines. Between state and other citizens of another state, there was superseded by the 11th Amendment. Original jurisdiction versus appellate jurisdiction. For the most part, the Supreme Court hears only appeals. The list for original jurisdiction, although short, presents something of a problem. What happens when one state sues another for dumping its sewage across the state line? With no lower court to conduct a trial, the Supreme Court must, from scratch, and determine matters of fact. Theoretically, the court would conduct its own trial, but that would be far too time-consuming. Instead, it appoints so-called special masters to do the work that lower courts generally do, and work around the framers did not envision. The trial of all trials shall be a jury. Trial by jury dates back at least as far as the Magna Carta. The framers neglected to consider some finer points of criminal justice that would be addressed in the Bill of Rights, but they could not possibly exclude this most fundamental right. Note that this clause covers only criminal trials. The 7th Amendment guarantees the right to a jury trial in most civil cases, and such trials shall be held in the state where the said crimes shall have been committed. In the colonial times, some trials were held in a faraway place, a practice that was not only inconvenient but also puritanical to the outcome. So that was Article 3, Section 3 of the United States Constitution. Or Section 2, sorry. Next time we'll pick up with Section 3. So, till next time, keep reading, keep learning, and God bless. And take care.